Okay, so we are at chapter 2. All right, so what I'm gonna do with this one, number 2, part 2, chapter 2. This one's about energy. This is the one where I'm gonna actually tell you how to raise your vibration. In my intro, remember I told you guys in the beginning, everybody was talking about raise your vibration. You need to raise your vibration. You can't be at a low vibration. And I'm like, dude, how? Can somebody just tell me, please, how? So in this book, and right now, I'm gonna tell you how to actually raise your vibration. This is also the chapter where it tells you about how to cleanse your chakras, cleansing your energy, so that actually you are able to have, so you're actually able to OBE. Like you said in the last chapter, you could be working on OBEs all the time, but if your energy is not clear, if your inner soma is not clear, not flexible, then you're going to have a much harder time being able to OBE successfully with lucidity. So, the good information is towards the end of the chapter, and I know you guys are like, I'm like, want to get this info out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the, like, what I consider like really good information, the exciting information to get you started. And then the first information, which is still really good information, more on energies, I'm going to go over that chapter later. And then there's another experience, and I'm going to read that one later. Okay, so, where do we start? Oh, wait, can't move that. Sorry, guys. My son made this for me. It's a little book holder thing. All right. Basic mobilization. Okay. Basic mobilization of energies. Number 1, absorption of energies. Number 2, exteriorization, externalization of energies. Number 3, closed circuit velo to reach the vibrational state. So that's 3 of them, and we're going to be explaining them right now in detail. Okay, so number 1, absorption is the reception of energies. Breathing is an example, sleeping is an example, eating is a source of bioenergies. When a person eats, it is not only a chemical and biological elements that the person is consuming, but also the bioenergies in the food. We can also learn to absorb energy at will, and that's what you're going to be learning to do. Also, exteriorization of energies. Exteriorization is the transmission, externalization, or outbound broadcasting of energy. As with absorption, any area of the inner soma can send out energy. Certain individuals prefer to send out energy mainly through their hands. However, this is not the only way. Exteriorization has 2 main uses: changing holotheocenes, which was in the beginning of the chapter, and I'm going to go over exactly what that is later, because it is important. Changing holotheocenes and assisting helping others. What is the main holotheocenic intention that most people have in the bedroom when they go to bed at night? Mainly, we want to just sleep, rest, and many times we want to disconnect from the world and not think about anything at all. Sometimes individuals prefer to see pitch black the entire night and wake up in the morning well rested. If this has normally been our intention, there is a consequence to this. Normal unconscious sleep has a holotheocene that's the opposite of lucidity and counter the intention of being aware outside of the body. In other words, most individuals have already built a holotheocene in their bedroom that is working against them being lucid during the night. Some of us realize that this is the case and thus would like to change this holotheocene for our purposes. We would like to establish a holotheocene of greater awareness. To change this, we need to start exteriorizing energies in our room. The first effect of exteriorizing energies is that the flow of energies being pumped into the room is going to make the energies that are stuck and accumulated there start to flow. This will renew and refresh the energies of our bedroom. The effect is similar to spraying water with a hose onto a puddle of stagnated water. And he does say in there too, it's true, a lot of people like to use their hands as the main way of getting energy. I do this too. I just find it easier because, like, you're able to move them around, to like where you want. But basically, energy comes out of your entire body. And another way I think of it too, and I think he explains it, think of every single pore in your body, every single pore of a light coming out, or every single pore sucking in that energy. So every single pore pushes out energy or sucks in energy. You can think of it like that. But to me, I also believe that your hands are like stronger. I don't know. That's just me. Whatever you believe, you're going to believe. So I use my hands a lot, but I also do use my entire body a lot too. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. All right. In other words, if a person wants to sense positive energy, the person needs to be and feel positive before exteriorizing. Sending energy alone without thinking about the content will have a limited effect. Imagination or visualization does not have much effect on changing holotheocenes. If we are sad inside but we want to send out positive energies, we will not have much success using imagination to send out happiness. At the core, we will either be happy or not. While the person remains in a sad state, what the person sends out is sadness. Visualizing the word positive or happy in any color will have very little effect. The person needs to actually be in the condition, in this case, feel positive in order to send it out. Okay. Let's see. This effect. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. You can do a simple exercise right now to test this method. As you read these lines, okay, you could do it right now too. Become aware of all the sounds that your ears perceive. Notice how you become aware of this. Your attention on your inner condition increases. Now start paying attention to everything that your body is feeling. Can you feel your toes, your hair, elbows, legs, and so forth? Keep these two perceptions in focus and become aware now of all the colors and tones aware that you are capturing. Again, feel how you are becoming more aware of your surroundings, more awake, lucid. Now also pay attention to everything that you are thinking. Observe all the thoughts you have been coming into your mind and how you deal with them. In deepening this condition, you develop a state of greater awareness. In this state, feeling very aware and alive, you want to send out energies into your room, manifesting flows that are intense so as to renovate the energy information. This method of holotheocenic cleansing is extremely effective. It is more effective than any type of object a person may use to clean energy, such as crystals, pyramids, pendulums, talismans, and other psychological crutches. All these objects have a limited effect. You and your capabilities are inherently stronger than any object for cleaning energies. The energy of objects, when placed in any environment, will start to mix with the energy of the place. Within hours, days, or maybe a couple of weeks, depending on the strength of the energy, the object's energy will already have averaged out with the energy of their environment. Thus, the effect of the object is a passive one. So again, we're going to be going over holotheocenes later. That's why I did start at the end of the second chapter instead of going over what a holotheocene actually is. But I know you guys want to get to how to raise your vibration. Okay. And he's saying this effect, I'll go over that later. Okay, here we go. Be low, how to raise your vibration. I know. Ugh, I'm so excited. How to raise your vibration. Here we go, okay? It's called the velo. Velo, to reach the vibrational state. The third exercise to develop energetic capacity is the velo closed circuit to reach the vibrational state. VELO is the acronym for Voluntary Energetic Longitudinal Oscillation. Wow. The exercise entails moving the energies inside the body from head to feet, then from feet to head, back down to feet, back up to the head, and so on. We remain in this up and down movement of our energies until we start to control and feel this energetic flow better. Then we start to gradually accelerate the speed and flow inside the body, which will eventually induce a resonance condition in their inner soma called the vibrational state. When a person reaches the vibrational state, the chakras of the individual will start opening and closing very fast. This condition is the best exercise for the inner soma. It will develop the capacity of the chakras and the capacity to process energy, to absorb and externalize it. There are also several other aspects of energy that will be developed and controlled with time, such as the direction of the flow, the intensity, speed, and direction of exteriorization, and others. The VS has the following effects or benefits. Increases our energetic capacity, cleanse our psychosphere, unblocks and balances our inner soma, protects and defends us from polluting holotheocenes, prevents the onset of energetic blockages or problems, makes us physically healthier, produces a sympathetic disconnection of sympathetic assimilation, Makes the inner soma holochakra more flexible. Predisposes and induces lucid projections. All right, so here is um, a little picture where he's showing, so from how we're going to be doing the energies, you start from the top, whatever, you want to start from the top and then work the energy down, and then from when the energy is at the bottom, start working your way up and then back down, okay? That's what velo is. Let's see. All right. Okay, I'm just going to explain it right now. He goes on to explain more a little bit, but this is how you're going to OBE. This is how you're going to clean your energies every single night. I do this every night before I go to bed. He also says later, you should be practicing velo and this other technique, especially in the beginning for the first 2 weeks. You want to do it twice a day for 20 minutes, I believe. And we'll go over that later. But for the velo state, like I said, you're getting and starting concentrating energy from the top of your head. You know, you don't have to close your eyes can be open. Imagine your energies from the top of your head working their way down. And it's okay to start slow, especially when you start slow, then you can get used to what the energies feel like and what it feels like inside your body. So you go from the top of your head, slowly down your entire body, all the way down to your feet, then back up, okay? And then like as you're gonna start to feel, you know, different things, you wanna get used to it. And then eventually you can go faster and faster. And then this is when you can also start seeing where your blocks are at too. He also says what it like what it feels like. So here's a list of the most common sensation when working with energies. Changes in temperature, either colder or warmer, flows passing through the body. Tingling for me, I tingle. Bubbling, I get bubbling. Pulsations, especially in the region of the chakras. Electric currents running through the limbs. Balloonment, or the sensation of becoming inflated, extremely large. This is also a sensation of leaving the body. Oscillation, as if like on a hammock or like spinning. This is also a sensation of leaving the body. Shivers, aside from common shivers running up and down the spine, this might be felt coming in different directions or unusual areas of the body. Yawning and tearing, which works as a detoxification process. Small movements, ticks or jumps, usually associated with the extremities. Okay, so for me, I remember I have a loud stomach. I've always had a loud stomach. I remember one of my exes used to make fun of me because most people, like, their stomach starts to like growl like when they're hungry, but after I eat, my stomach makes like bubbling noises all the time. When I'm hungry, when I'm full, it makes noises. But that's later on I figured out was a good thing, because when my energies are moving down, I can hear my stomach and I can feel it bubbling. When the energies are going through my stomach, I can literally feel that energy going down, and I can hear my stomach like making its little noises as it's going down. And then when it's coming back up, I can feel that energy coming up, and I actually feel my stomach like it kind of like rolls, you know? So the energy, it like rolls through my stomach, and I feel it roll through my stomach up and down. Now that for me, I can feel that. Also too, when it goes through my neck, it's my neck starts making these weird little like bubbling, I don't want to say bubbling noises, but like weird little noises. And I can feel it and hear it when it's going through my throat. So that also helps me to know where my energies are at, because I can actually hear it and feel it. And then that's another thing too. If you can't, so for me, I struggle. I don't really, sometimes I do feel the energy here, and that's good. When I feel the energy here, if you guys have bangs, girls, I've always had bangs. So that feeling when your bangs are barely touching your forehead and you don't know if it's hair touching it or if it's just something, to me, that's when I know that that energy is there. I don't usually feel the energies in my heart. I don't feel them in, God, what's the bottom chakra? I forget the name. Something carnal chakra? I don't know. Horrible. I don't feel it there, but then that's what he says in the book is if you don't feel those chakras or the energy through there, that's giving you a hint that you have a block. And that's okay, that's fine. We have blocks, it's okay. This exercise helps get rid of those blocks. So basically, I'm explaining that's kind of how it feels like, at least for me. All those sensations, it's going to feel different. And it takes time to get used to feeling the energies go up and down. Okay. Oh, for the blocks. Okay, so for the blocks, when you start getting used to it, so even in the beginning, if you don't feel anything, it's fine. It just takes time. You get to know your body, you get to know the energies. Just work on it. Eventually, you're going to start noticing what you feel, what it feels like, okay? Once you, and then you'll be able to even to feel the block. So sometimes I get a block right here, and I'll feel like, you know, the bubbles in the stomachs, and like it slows down, right? And I'm like, oh man, I have a block right there. And you can feel it like it's blocked. So you just imagine the energy coming from the bottom of your feet or the top of your head if you're going up. So let's say I'm going up, my energy's going back up, it's blocked right there. I imagine a whole bunch of energy coming up from my feet, pushing like a hose, just water, like pushing out, and eventually it's going to push. All that energy is going to slowly push through your block and then go up. So whenever you have a block, imagine, you know, sometimes I have a block in my throat, sometimes I have a block here. So just imagine that energy push until it pushes through that block, and just continue to do that the whole way up. If you have more blocks, push through them, and then eventually it's going to start going faster, and that's when you can start going faster and faster and faster and faster. And once you go faster and faster, that's how you reach your higher vibrational state. I know, right? The vibrational state. That is how you reach it. That's how you get to your high vibration. Simple, right? Simple. But nobody explains it. Nobody explains it. So I'm glad to finally get out there. If people didn't know how to do it, now you guys know how to do it. Okay, so that's velo. That's one of the exercises, right? And then I'm gonna read more what he's talking about velo. But that's the exercise. That's what you want to do every single night before you go to bed. And you also want to work on it. I want to say 2 times a day for at least 20 minutes a day in the beginning for the first 2 weeks. But you should still, after the first 2 weeks of doing it two times a day, 20 minutes, do it every single night before you go to bed. Okay? All right, let's see. The vibrational state. Let's see where we at. Okay, sorry guys, sorry. Here we go. Energetic blocks, okay? These can arise for many reasons. For example, repressed emotions might have a block in their heart chakra, cardio chakra. Somebody who watches too much TV, me, might have problems in their third eye, which I do, frontal chakra, I do. I don't know, I do. I like a lot of TV too. I've kind of slowed down on it, but that's what I do. I do get blocks in my frontal chakra, my third chakra. And an individual who has bad eating habits may have a block in their solar plexus chakra. Blocks can also arise because of energetic contamination or pollution. Those scenes we receive and emit throughout our daily accumulate in our inner soma. When those scenes are negative, this is similar to dirt on the physical body. If we spend several months without taking a bath or cleaning our soma, the body will develop a film or even a crust of dirt on it. Like, it's crazy. Like, before I knew how to raise my vibration, because that's basically brushing, like we brush our teeth every day. The velo is basically brushing your energy chakras every day. So I just barely learned how to raise my vibration a year ago. So for 30 years, I didn't ever clean my chakras. Like, can you like imagine how like blocked up and like dirty your energy was from not cleaning it? Because we just don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody teaches us, you know? All right. Upon moving the energies up and down the body, we can identify exactly where any blocks are, like I told you. We will recognize them because one or more of the following simply may be present. There may be an area where the energy does not pass, or where simply a discomfort is felt, or where there is no sensation, lack of perception. So like I said, if you literally feel like it's getting stuck, like it's not moving anymore, or if there's like a slight pain, then you know there's a block. Or if you just don't feel anything at all, which I feel this a lot in certain areas, if you just don't feel any energy at all going through there, then that means you have a block there. So sometimes I have a block here. I always have a block here. I never feel the energy in my crown chakra. So I know I always have a block there. So I just need to work on that more. All right. The velo will help to remove. Okay. There also may be an area where we lose our concentration when trying to move energies. The last symptom is the hardest one to notice. And I think I do that too. I forget to go all the way up to my crown chakra. So that's probably why it's getting blocked, because I'm not putting that much energy into it, but still. Okay. The velo will help to remove any blocks as well. Once we have identified an area that has a block, we will need to place more attention on that area and force the energy to flow through it. Wanting and making energy pass through the area has nothing to do with the physical strength, physical effort, or tensing muscles. You don't need to be like, oh, push. No, it's just focus and the energy will go. It's not like strength or force or anything or tightening. You don't have to do that. It's just calm, work on your energies, push the energy through. All right. Oh, another thing. I know he says it in here later. When you're moving your energies up and down, he says you to try not to do it, but I know for me it's hard not to do it. So when the energies are moving up and down, my eyes are going up and down, right? But then like once it starts going faster, obviously your eyes can't like go that fast. So he says like try not to do it, but even still I struggle, especially in the beginning, like my eyes start to follow where the energy is going. He says you don't, it's unnecessary, try not to, but I still do it. I still struggle with it. Okay. It is an activity that is happening in the inner soma. It is a matter of putting our attention on the area, setting our will and resolve, and following perceptions throughout the body. As the flow of energy starts to pass once, twice, and so on, we will feel how the block is offering less resistance. It is the equivalent of a lump of sand that dissolves as water passes over the top of it a few times. The exercise will leave the energy of the inner soma flowing more freely. This is analogous to the blood flow within the physical body. The ideal condition for blood is when it's flowing. Any stoppage or any action that threatens this flow is not healthy. Once the block is gone, we will still have to treat the root cause for the block. Otherwise, the block might form again. Reaching the condition of the vibrational state is the equivalent of giving the inner soma an energetic bath and also of exercising in it. The inner soma is more easily polluted than is the physical body, so it is of the utmost importance to maintain its health to do this every single day. The vibrational state, the VS, is also used for energetic self-defense. We can defend ourselves from holotheoscenes in the environment, objects, or individuals. This expels any external intruding energy from our inner soma. All right. Finally, besides the fact that a flexible inner soma is helpful in order to leave the body, the VS in itself is also a technique for leaving the body. If the person produces a strong enough VS, the psychosoma will become non-aligned and will separate from the physical body. And this is true. This is when my OBE experiences is from me working on the vibrational state and getting up to a high vibration, so high that you psychosoma leaves your body. All right. Working with energy. The mobilization of bioenergy in any direction is executed through our will, whether we are moving it outward, exteriorization, inward, absorption, or up and down within through our velo. In the beginning, you should do these exercises while undisturbed and isolated. So I usually do it, close my door in your room as if you're meditating. You don't want people bothering you. Shut off your phone. Relax your body well for a few minutes, and then using your will and determination, think about exteriorizing or absorbing energy to or from your surroundings. Think about doing this in a very direct and straightforward fashion without imagining. As you send out or absorb energy, you want to feel this flow moving outward or inward in all over your skin. Likewise, when doing velo inside your body to reach the VS, you want to attentively follow the flow of energy as it moves throughout your body. You want to place your awareness on the different areas of your body and guide the energies with your attention. All right. You begin to feel the energies, for example, first in your head, then moving downward to your face, entering your neck, So like he says, start from your top, slowly down, through your pineal gland chakra, through your nose, through your mouth, through your throat, heart, stomach, just all the way down, straight down, all the way to your feet, and then come back up. Another thing I noticed too, for me, it goes, once it's past my, the bottom chakra, I keep wanting to call it the carnal chakra. Once it passes there, it goes down through my feet and up to the carnal chakra so fast. But it's up here, it's where I get my most blocks and where some places will slow down. Also, you will notice that there are certain areas of your body that are more sensitive and which you feel the sensations first. Like for me, I felt it first through my stomach. That's where I was first able to feel it. Okay, for the first couple of weeks, you should reserve about 20 minutes for each energetic practice session. While laying down or sitting and concentrating, take 2 or 3 minutes to relax your body, okay? After the 2 or 3 minutes of relaxing your body, repeat the 3 exercises: absorption, exteriorization, and velo to reach the vibrational state for about 5 minutes each. The sequence of the exercises can vary. The first week, you should try to repeat these exercises at least twice a day. As you develop further, you will need less time to work with the energy, and the results will begin to come faster. So he says first week to do it twice a day. So that's fine. You could do it first week, twice a day. But then remember, you want to be doing this once a day, every day before you go to bed. Like you said, the first 2 minutes, relax. Next, you're going to be doing absorption. So you're laying down. Like you said, you imagine every single pore of your body is opening, and you are absorbing energies from so I kind of split it like the top half of my body. I'm laying down straight, right? The top half of my body. I'm getting all this energy from the sun, from the sky, outside, from the wind, just into my body, right? And then from the bottom, all the energy from the ground up to the other bottom half of my body, right? 5 minutes, you're imagining that, sucking in the body, sucking in energy, going through every single pore. Energy is coming into your body. Then for the next 5 minutes, you're going to do exteriorization. And that's where, again, through all of your pores, it's coming out. Just send that energy out. And then when I start doing it too, I start to use my hands. He says you don't have to. You don't have to. It's totally up to you. I start to use my hands. And then this is where he also explains cleaning your energy in the room. And I'll start to move my hands and push around like I do, focus on the corners of my room. And this is, you're pushing out energy, pushing out energy, cleaning the energy in your room, So I'll just move my hands all around my room, focus on the corners, focus in dark areas. You don't have to. It's going to, if you're laying there and exteriorizing, it's going to come out anyways. I just use my hands. You don't have to. Like you said, you don't have to. So that's what you're going to be doing for 5 minutes twice a day. The use of imagination, as stated previously, is not recommended for working with energies. We will see later on that imagination can be used as a technique for leaving the body, but its effectiveness for working with energy is minor. Notice that imagining our hand closing and opening does not necessarily lead to it actually closing or opening. First, for this, we need to apply our will. All right. The ideal is to work with energies using your will and paying attention to the sensations produced in the body. This energy are just as real. The perceptions will clearly tell you that something is happening. As with air, the physical eye does not have the ability to see bioenergy, but it can be felt. At the beginning, the perceptions will not be obvious as the sensations of placing your hand on paper. Sensitivity and perception will be developed continuously over days, weeks, and months. So it's true. In the beginning, you might not feel anything. I don't remember how fast I started feeling it, but I remember it was pretty fast. Like I said, my stomach's always been loud. So once I started the energy through my stomach, I was feeling it going up, and I was feeling it coming down. And at least for me, I feel like it feels like a rolling. Like I feel it going down, and then I feel the rolling coming up, and then in my throat, it's like this weird sensation. I can feel it coming up, and then I can hear it start making little tingling noises going up. And then when it's going down, I can hear it little tingling noises, and it's like going down. So it's like you're really but it just takes time, but you will. Some of you might get it right away, and I hope that you do. But at least, um, for sure, within a week, I want to say 7 days of you doing this twice a day, you're going to see what this energy feels like, and you're going to get used to it in your body. And um, you'll know what it feels like for you. So again, I'm going to repeat this list. Changes in temperature, either colder or warmer, tingling sensations, bubbling sensations, pulsations, especially in the region of the chakras, electric currents, balloonment, oscillation as if on a hammock or spinning, shivers, yawning and tearing, small movements, ticks or jumps usually associated with more extremities. So all those you'll be able to feel. So I feel like that was a lot of information. I'll go over the first chapter in another video and go over exactly what is those scenes and all that information. But I just wanted to get this information out to you. So now you guys know how to raise your vibration, and now actually how this is the process. One of the main processes, the energies. Later on in the book, he gives examples of how to actually leave your body. There's different ways to do it, but this is the energy before you're going to be doing those ways to leave your body. This is what you're going to be doing every single time before you do those. Okay, so yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, you guys. We know how to raise our vibration now. I'm excited. You know how to raise your vibration, and now we're on our path to OBE, to out of body experience, astral projection. Here we go. Love you guys. Bye.